We are going to move towards the exercise. On page number 70, we have this vocabulary portion. Part A, we have give the meaning of each word as used in the lesson, which means that we have to write down the contextual meaning of the given words. Number 1, we have primarily, which means at first, distinct, clear, aspects, viewpoints, leisure, free time, auditory, relating to hearing, coverage, reportedly, luxury, comfort. Now part B, we have form a noun which with each of the following words and use the nouns in sentences, which means that we have to form nouns of the given words. First word we have relevant, and the noun would be relevance, interested, interest, require, requirement, convenient, convenience, effective, effectiveness, or you may write down effect as well. Secondly, we have reading comprehension, analysis of patterns of text organization. We have read the text before, now we have to give answers of these MCQs. Choose the correct option. Number 1, we have in paragraph 1, the topic sentence is supported through dash. Options are facts, examples, definitions, and the right answer is A, through facts. Number 2, we have paragraph 2 shows that watching news on television is dash. Options are not as convenient, trouble-free. Number C, we have more convenient than reading newspapers. And the right answer is A, not as convenient. MCQ number 3, we have the key idea of paragraph 4 is dash. Options are reading newspaper is more convenient than watching television. Number B, watching television and reading newspaper are equally convenient. Number C, we have television viewing is more convenient than reading newspaper. And the right answer is A, reading newspaper is more convenient than watching television. Number 4, we have paragraph 5 dash. Options are gives arguments in favor of television, gives arguments in favor of newspapers. Option C, we have shows both mediums are equally advantageous, and the right answer is B, that paragraph 5 gives arguments in favor of newspapers. Number 5, we have television news is like having a fast food meal, whereas reading newspapers is like having a 10-course dinner. This sentence is an example of dash. Options are metaphor, simile, personification, and the right answer is B, simile, because in simile we compare two things by using as or like, and they have used the word like, which means that is the example of simile. Number 6, we have paragraph 6 concludes that dash. Options are we should use both mediums of information. Number B, television news should be given preference. Number C, reading newspapers is more convenient. And the right answer is A, we should use both mediums of information. Now on page number 72, we have this part B. Read the text again and put information from the text into the graphic organizer showing compare and contrast, which means that we have to write down the similarities and differences, but what the topic is about. So as if we are reading the unit television versus newspapers. So this question is about television versus newspapers, which means that we have to write down the similarities and differences between television and newspaper. Similarities are cover news effectively, which means both medium cover news effectively. Second similarity we have between television and newspaper, present views of different experts. Third, we have bring awareness. Both mediums bring awareness to the people, and the differences are television requires to sit at a certain place to see and to hear the news. Second difference is TV news require time and place, And the third difference is TV gives updated news while newspapers give in-depth coverage. So these were the differences between television and newspapers. Now we are going to move towards the grammar portion. First of all, we have modal verbs. Modal verbs combine with other verbs to form compound verb. And modal verbs are used to indicate possibility, ability, certainty, probability, permission, obligation, and the past habits. Can, could, may, might, would, should, ought to, must not, used to. All these are the examples of modal verbs. Here we have this exercise. Put appropriate modal verbs into the gaps, which means that we have to fill the blanks by using modal verbs. Number 1, we have we dash to borrow umbrellas, so we did not get wet. And the answer is we had to borrow umbrellas, so we did not get wet. Second, we have I was so far from the stage that I dash see very well. And the right answer is could not. I was standing so far that I could not see very well. Third, we have he sees very badly. He dash wear glasses all the time. This is something that person must do because he is having a weak eyesight. So the right answer is must. He sees very badly. He must wear glasses all the time. Number 4, we have you dash drive fast. There is a speed limit here, so it's a strict obligation, so we'll be using must. You must not drive fast. There is a speed limit here. Number 5, we have we dash drive fast. We have plenty of time. We should not drive fast. We have plenty of time. Now we are going to move towards the active passive voice. Part B, we have put in the correct form of the verb to complete the following sentences in passive voice. In active voice, we require subject and verb. But if we have to change the sentence into passive voice, we require an object to change that object into the place of subject. Number 1, we have a letter dash by Essen. In bracket we have to write, and we have to change this sentence into present continuous passive voice as if we use is, am, are in passive voice, in active voice as well, and we use first form of the verb with ing in active voice. So here we are using be form with ing, and the third form we use in the passive voice, and the answer would be a letter is being written by Essen. Number 2, we have the words dash by the teacher today. To explain is in bracket, and we have to change this sentence into present indefinite. In present indefinite, we change do and does into is, am, are. And third form is used in all the passive voices. And the answer is the words, as if words are plural, so we'll be using plural auxiliary verb as well. The words are explained by the teacher today. Number 3, we have this road dash because of snow already, and too close is in bracket, and we have to change this sentence into present indefinite. Road is singular, so we'll be using singular auxiliary verb. This road is already closed because of snow. Number 4, we have the dishes dash by my mother. Not to wash is in bracket, and we have to change this sentence into present continuous. And the dishes are plural, so we'll be using plural auxiliary verb. The dishes are being washed by my brother. Number 5, we have I dash by the principal. Not called is in bracket, and we have to change this sentence into present indefinite. And the answer is I am not called by the principal. Now we are going to move towards the page number 74, and we have the first conditional. Conditional sentences are always dependent sentences. The first conditional sentences are used to speculate about possible situations that can really happen at present or in future. In first condition, if the one condition would be satisfied, the next condition would also be satisfied. For example, अगर तुम पढ़ोगे तो पास हो जाओगे. which means if you are going to study, then you are going to pass the examination, which means अगर पहली कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई हो जाएगी, अगर तुम पढ़ लोगे तो तुम पास हो जाओगे, जिसका मतलब है कि अगर पहली कंडीशन फुलफिल होगी तो दूसरी ऑटोमेटिकली फुलफिल हो जाएगी. एंड द स्ट्रक्चर दैट वी फॉलो इन फर्स्ट कंडीशन, इफ first part we have present tense and the second part would be in future tense. We have examples of condition 1. Let's make it more comprehensible through these examples. Put the correct form of the verbs to make first conditional sentences. Number 1 we have if you dash get is in bracket back late, I dash be angry. So as if that is a part of the condition, that first clause would be in present tense and the second clause would be in future tense. And we can say that the clause that takes the conjunction of if would always be converted into present tense and the second clause would be in future tense. So the answer is if you get back late, I shall be angry. Number 2 we have if we dash wait is in bracket here, we dash be late. We is a plural subject, so we'll be writing plural verb as well. And in present indefinite, plural tense does not take s or es. And the answer is if we wait here, we shall be late. Number 3 we have if we dash go is in bracket on holiday this summer, we dash go to ziyarat. And the answer is if we go on holiday this summer, we shall go to ziyarat. Number 4 we have if the weather dash not improve is in bracket, we dash not have a picnic. If the weather does not improve, we shall not have a picnic. Last we have they dash go to the party if they dash be is in bracket invited. As if we have discussed before, the clause that takes the conjunction of if would be translated into present and the rest of the clause would be translated into future tense. So the answer is they will go to the party if they are invited. Dear students, I hope this is clear.